What we're going to dive into today is going to be something quite interesting. This video was intended just to be lighthearted and fun, but after doing a little bit of research, I realized there's something fishy going on here in the lure world. No pun intended, right? Yeah. So if you guys haven't heard of this lure, then God bless your soul. Click off this video. Don't watch this. You are better off not knowing about this. But if you have heard about it, then stick around and bear witness as I review and break down quite possibly one of the cringiest, most gimmicky lures that I have ever laid my eyes on. This right here is the As Seen on TV Twitching Lure. The Twitching Lure. That's the name of this bait. It's called the Twitching Lure. So I discovered this lure about 3 or 4 months ago. I picked it up. I never did a review on it. And I was going through some of my old stuff and I stumbled upon it. Thank God I stumbled upon it, right? It's like the monkey's paw. It's like you just don't want to find it. And then once you found it, you're like, damn it, I got to do something about this. So I figured I'd release all of my frustration and energy through this video and share with you guys my personal opinions on what I have here in my right hand today. The Twitching Lure is an As Seen on TV product. I've personally never seen the commercial, but I'm sure it's just absolutely bang up. You know what? Actually, let's watch the commercial right now because I've never seen it. Let's get down to the nitty gritty and see what this lure is all about. Okay, let's go on YouTube. God bless my America. Twitching Lure in action. Twitching Lure. I'm just gonna type in Twitching Lure. Where is the commercial at? Oh, this is it. Oh, brace yourselves, folks. This is gonna be heavy. Let's crank that volume all the way up. Oh. Okay, it says 48,000 views. Wow, this is doing a lot better than some of my videos right now.
Did you ever take a look inside a fisherman's tackle box and it looks like a disorganized mess of hooks, sinkers, lures, bobbins, and other tackle? Well,
hold up. Did he just say bobbins? Like a bobbin? Like a, I think he meant I think Buddy meant to say bobber. Bobbins are like, isn't that what you use to like tie like flies? No one's got like a plethora of bobbins lying on their tackle. So far, we're up to a good start.
What looks like chaos to you can make a lot of sense to a fisherman.
Also, not to really kind of pick apart this video, but Buddy's in front of a green screen right now with a nice harbor in the background. Like they couldn't afford the budget to go out to like a harbor and film this. They had to green screen it. It's already super authentic. I'm loving it. Let's get into it some more.
A fishing lure is a type of artificial fishing bait that is designed to attract a fish's attention. Many people say that expensive commercial lures are made to catch fishermen, not fish.
The irony behind that statement. Oh my God. Mwah, that is so succulent.
But don't worry. A good lure like the rechargeable twitching lures will catch plenty of fish. Let's review the basic types of lures. First, there's the jig. This may be the most versatile type of lure. It can catch about every type of game fish there is. Most have a weighted lead head and come in every size and color. Then there are spinners. These are a great beginner lure because they are so easy to use.
I'm also kind of confused here. Like, I thought this video was about the rechargeable twitching, flashing, vibrating lure. Meanwhile, we're getting a healthy dose of beginner lure knowledge. Just gonna give him the benefit of the doubt here. Let's keep watching.
Our rechargeable twitching lure is probably the most advanced plug you can find. It looks like a fish, and it immediately vibrates, flashes, and buzzes.
Holy shit, that is so loud. First of all, you guys, just so we're clear, I've never actually fished with this lure before, so it's gonna be an all new experience for me. That is the first time. I hope to God it is that loud. That is fierce. That is like when you turn an amp on for an electric guitar. That is very boisterous.
Those are the basic type of lures. There's more than one way to catch a fish. The important thing is that you catch them.
Oh, you know what? That wasn't even the, oh, I just watched an instructional video. Back up real quick, back up. I think this is the actual video. This is the actual sizzle reel. Okay, cool. My apologies there, you guys. Let's watch the actual sizzle reel that they use for marketing.
Attention fishermen. Now there's a revolutionary lure that experts say catches too many fish. Introducing the rechargeable twitching lures. The first rechargeable electronic lures with the genetic secret to
Pause, time out. Coach, time out real quick. Did you guys say genetic secret to catching fish? What the f?
Charge them like your cell phone. They charge in minutes so you can fish for hours. When it hits the water, it begins to flash, buzz, and twitch.
So it sounds like this lure does a little bit of flashing, does a little bit of vibrating. It also makes the same noise as a 1991 Volkswagen Beetle horn. Not to mention, it's got a genetic secret. Like, I don't even... Okay, let's move forward here. Can't dwell on this. Keep going.
The secret is in the patented VibraStrike technology. The lure flashes, buzzes, and twitches to attract fish from miles away. Fish can't resist that twitch because it triggers their urge to strike, programmed deep down in their DNA.
They hear it, they see it, they feel it, and they bite it.
Back up real quick. Who the hell is this guy? Tom. Buddy is not only a fishing authority, again, most vague statement on earth, but his name is Tom Buck with an H. There's just a lot of really sweet moments right now that I'm feasting on. I also have no clue what fishing authority means. Saying Tom Buck is a fishing authority is the equivalent of saying Peyton Manning, guy who's big into sports. Essentially, it's like a very vague way of saying this guy is a big deal, but not maybe as much of a big deal to the point where you know him, so we'll just put fishing authority italicized right under his name.
Salt or fresh, big or small, the twitching lure catches them all. It's guaranteed a catch on every cast or your money back.
What the fuck? Come on now. This just got juicier. We went from 100% juice to 110% organic free-range juice, baby. Guaranteed catch on every cast or your money back. Boys and girls, I'm about to get $19.99 back today because we're gonna take this little puppy out and fish at a pond. Nutterson. Oh my God. To a certain extent, it's like not even funny. Like it's actually messed up because there's people out here who are trying to get into fishing and they watch this video and they're like, this is it. I cannot catch fish. I cannot go to my local pond or my local lake and catch fish. This is the answer. And rightfully so. Like even if I was a kid and I watched this video, I would honestly be sold to a certain extent. But imagine someone who is just getting into fishing, just getting into fishing lures. They watch this video, no matter how, foolish or smart you are, you're gonna watch this and have some sort of inclination that this is the lure for you. Guaranteed catch on every cast or your money back? I can't believe I this is not real. Not even a minute in and I'm just loving this so far. Okay.
Started to vibrate and the light started to flash. It was just bam, instantaneous. Drove the fish crazy.
Absolutely phenomenal. One cast after the other, fish after fish. Fantastic.
Can we just address the fact that the only fish that they're showing here that is actually eating the lure are amberjacks, like schooling amberjacks? I'm not an expert when it comes to saltwater, but to my knowledge, if you get on a pile of schooling amberjacks, they'll eat a fucking straw. They're aggressive fish. Any sort of movement, flash that even looks like a minnow, they're going to crush. So to say that is like the reason why they're schooling, because your lure twitches and flashes and does a little dance, to me, as an experienced angler, it doesn't mean anything to me. Like, sure, they showed like a few clips of like a bass eating it, but we all know that bass is in a freaking fish tank.
Watch this. We turned on the camera and a stopwatch. Here's the cast. Pow! Here's the fish. 10 seconds. A twitching lure works that fast.
They are just really, really driving in this false hope. Not only are they guaranteeing a catch on every cast, but now they're doing this whole like timer thing. Like Buddy ties it on as soon as the knot's clinched, he casts it out there. Within 10 seconds, he's got a fish. It's just not good. This is just really, really, really slimy. This is worse than the banjo minnow. This is worse than the mighty bite lure. Like this is just true garbage.
You're not gonna find another lure like it on the planet Earth.
The rechargeable twitching lure has been featured in USA Today and even major fishing magazines. The twitching lure takes the guessing out of fishing. This one lure replaces them all.
When I started this video, I wasn't in a position to really kind of tear this company apart, but I can't help myself to not defend the anglers out there that actually see this and could be true. I mean, this video has 51 likes. It's got a 51 to 18 like to dislike ratio, which means the majority of the people that watch this video are actually inclined to purchase it, or maybe think that this is the answer. Like this is the calling. This is like the messiah of the lures. It's brutal, dude. It's really brutal. Okay, I can't. If your eyeballs are hurting a little bit, go to the bathroom, take a bucket of water and just splash your face a few times, then come back and we'll finish the video together. That was difficult. But in order for us to get a good idea as to what this lure is about, we really have to dissect all the pieces here. Okay. Gotta get a sip of the cringe juice here. That was, ooh, that was bad. It actually hurts a little bit. Whew, let's keep going, I'm ready. Next question, how do you order one of these lures? Where can you find one of these lures? Are they even available online anymore? This lure's been around for quite some time, I think maybe 4+ years, 5+ years, I don't know. I went on Amazon, where I originally purchased lure. I did some searching, and the weird thing is there's really nothing on Amazon anymore that has the name Twitching Lure on it. I mean, there is, but there really isn't anything that looks like this. There's like no lure packaged in the As Seen on TV package. It's all kind of separate random hodgepodge lures. And this is where things get a little bit weird. I literally went to the search bar and typed in Twitching Lure, which is basically the name of this lure. And a bunch of stuff came up. None of it just so happened to have been the actual Twitching Lure that we just watched the commercial about. It's all these weird random companies like True Send. There's a company called SoDial. Another company called Kinru. Then there's one called Twitching Lure with VibraStrike technology, but it doesn't look like the lure that we just purchased. At this point, I'm a little confused. I was like thinking to myself, like, well, where the hell is the lure that I purchased 4 months ago? And it's not on here. I've been searching all over Amazon and I can't find it for the life of me. In that video you watched, it mentioned specifically that this is a patented technology. The whole VibraStrike thing is patented, right?
The secret is in the patented VibraStrike technology.
Patented, yeah, right. But we see here multiple lures claiming that they also have that twitching, vibrating feature. So I'm starting to think to myself, is the twitching lure, the one that you see on the As Seen on TV website, just like a cheap Chinese knockoff lure that's packaged to make it seem like it's almost like a USA company and then sold on the As Seen on TV layout? So I did a little bit more digging and I pulled up, I think, at least 4 to 5 companies that claim they've got the same technology. You plug it in, you charge it, you throw it out there, and it's an instant catch. But you click on each lure and they all have slightly different descriptions, different reviews, and they're completely different lures. It's all pretty carbon copied. It's said in a little bit different language, but for the most part, you get the idea that this is all the same thing sold by different people without the As Seen on TV label. What I have realized after doing a bit of research is that this is some serious dodginess. Let's not dwell on this too much. I'm gonna leave my research station. We're gonna head to a local pond that I know for a fact is loaded with some hungry amberjacks. Hungry largemouth. And we are going to officially put this lure to the test and see if it is treasure or trash. Grab a pair of scissors. Really, I'd love to open this thing with a blowtorch. Just burn it so I don't have to do this. So this is what you get in the package. I'm not gonna lie, the package is pretty good. Like it definitely makes sense as to why people would buy this. It looks like a pretty professional package job. Spent more money on the packaging than they did the lure. So, there's our lure. Check that puppy out. That's a freaking work of art right there. And here is your USB charger. You literally charge this thing via USB. I was originally just gonna charge this via my laptop, but I was thinking to myself, like, what if there's like some sort of crazy Chinese virus on here and I just wreck my whole laptop? Anyway, that's just like me overthinking. We're gonna plug this thing, let it charge for a few minutes so that we get the full use out of it once we dip it into the water. There's like a little tiny nub right here, and I'm guessing you just take this off and that's where you plug it into. Simple enough, right? Look at this, this is ridiculous. Now we're gonna plug this sucker into the freaking wall. This is the craziest thing on earth. And I guess it's charging? Like, how do we know if it's, oh yeah, it's lighting up in the back. Yeah. So I'm guessing that means it's charging. So we're gonna let that marinate for a bit. We'll come back to it once it's hot and ready and begin the fishing. Okay. So here's how this is gonna go down. I've driven about 30 minutes to one of my favorite all-time easiest places to catch fish on jerkbaits. I don't know if this bait floats, suspends, or sinks, but to me it looks like a jerkbait. So I've chosen a place where I know fish are used to eating this style of lure. Deep down, I really do want to catch something on this just because I know how ridiculous it is and I know how gimmicky it is, and I just want to see if it really has the opportunity to bring in some fish. I'm going to bring one rod with me and tie just the twitching lure on here. Without further ado, let's get all rigged up and hit the water. Twitching lure time. All right, I just pulled up the spot and right under this bridge, there's like 4 or 5 bass. Okay, let's get after it. Of course, you got this little tiny hole right here that we need to plug up. That's where you charge it. It's the only lure I've ever seen that's got a butthole. Pretty interesting. Wonder if that's patented design too. I'm gonna put this little butthole protector on there. So the idea is you're supposed to get this thing wet, and once it gets wet, it does the whole vibrating dancing thing. Is it making a noise? Is it even working? Oh, it just made a vibration. I think it is working, but as soon as you take it out of the water, that's when it doesn't work. Let me see. Oh yeah. You guys see that? Sounds like I'm getting a call on my BlackBerry. Oh yeah, there it is. It lights up. Okay, so it works. A lot of the reviews on Amazon were saying that these things don't work out of the package. I must have gotten a good one. All right, so now that we know this puppy works, let's give her some casts. It is a floating jerkbait. Holy smokes, this thing really does float. If I don't get like smacked on my first cast, I'm gonna be shocked. This is such a dumb lure, holy shit. Oh my God, that action is pretty spot on as to how I thought it would be. So it is a floating jerkbait, meaning we aren't gonna get really crafty with the suspended motion, I guess. I just have to crank it in, I suppose. Oh yeah, this looks really good. Holy guacamole. While the actual technology of this bait may be unique, this like design, the actual design of this jerkbait is basic. You could go online right now on Amazon or Alibaba and find like 100 of these for like 20 bucks. It's just such a generic design. There's nothing unique about the design. How many casts is that, you guys? That was like what, 4 or 5 casts? Maybe 6? I would have already got my money back if I was that kind of person. Every cast guaranteed. I should have caught 6 fish by now. Hold on, wait a minute. 7. I should have caught 7 fish by now. Guaranteed fish every cast, or my money back. Oh my God, what am I doing? Wow, so far so good, guys. 8 fish I should have already caught. What a load of jabroni. There's one. Is that a fish? Is that a fish? No, it's not. You know what it is? It's grass. Okay, you know what? I've had about enough of this. I really, really have. Oh, look at that. That's just great. Well, I just realized that my little protection cover has fallen off for literally no reason. Haven't banged this up against anything. It's just fallen off. So I'm guessing this thing is pretty much, well, it still works, but I'm assuming probably not for long. That's ridiculous. It straight up just fell. How did it fall off? Yeah, it's gone. Oh my God, this thing is a headache. Oh my God, it just won't quit. It does not stop buzzing. One thing I read on Amazon that a lot of people have problems with as well is it just won't stop. Imagine that in your tackle box all freaking day of fishing. It sounds like your phone is going off. Like, listen to this. Like, that's not quiet. Regardless, we're out here, I'm seeing fish, and we still have some daylight left, so let's keep this experiment going. Well, we tried. It's no shocker that this lure didn't really produce any bites today, but going to probably one of my juiciest spots in all of Northern Illinois, I would have expected maybe, at the very least, a pity catch. Something I probably should have said in the beginning of today's video isn't that I necessarily have a problem with this lure. If you guys want to go out there and create your own lure that flashes, that beeps, that's got propellers, that shoots flamethrowers out of its butt, like, good on you. More power to you. I'm a big believer in innovation when it comes to the fish industry. You see, the real problem I have with this lure right here is the marketing. It's the people behind this lure. I personally hate companies that make statements such as,
"This one lure replaces them all."
I mean, that's just terrible, especially for a lot of you new guys out here who are trying to get into fishing. Like, I'm not saying you guys are naive, but like, even as a kid, if I were to watch that video, I would be sold. In my opinion, this company is almost preying upon people who aren't as familiar with the fishing world as others. And the worst part about it is if you're getting into fishing and you fish this lure, you're gonna hate it. You're probably not gonna catch too many fish on it because it's not the one and only lure. This isn't the freaking ring that rules them all. I don't know, man. This lure really has gotten me heated up. I think part of the problem is I haven't caught anything today too, so I'm especially grumpy. I don't know. Now that I've blessed all you beautiful Jeets out there with this wonderful little review, let me know in the comment section below. What lure, what crappy lure or product would you like to see me review next? Thank you for the view. I appreciate you guys tuning in. And as always, folks, keep fishing. Never stop.